welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here, a very, very warm welcome to you. My name's Emily and I am a knitter, crocheter and very occasional sewer. Today's episode is my usual podcast, so I'll be covering any updates, any finished objects, any works in progress that I've worked on in the last week or so, any cast-ons and any acquisitions. Before I get stuck in and I forget even more of how my podcast works, how are we all today? I hope that you're all doing well and that you've had a lovely week so far. My week is just, it's a good week actually. I'm really happy to say it's a good week all round for me. Work has definitely calmed down. The only thing about work, it's alright, I'm getting we have a lot of things living in our garden at the minute, and there's a lot of kerfuffle happening because we have a hedge at the back of the garden. Massive sidebar. We have a hedge at the back of the garden, and for some reason we currently have pigeons and turtle doves nesting in this hedge, and they keep making a right ruckus whenever they go in and out. So there you go. There you have it. It's like wildlife on one out there, which is just madness. Anyway, so my week, yes, much calmer at work, so I'm really happy about that. Also, I can't remember if I said, but I currently don't have access to my car, which is a little bit, I need to shut that curtain. But anyway, not having access to my car has been a little bit stressful. I can't really skirt around that. It's been very stressful. Rob's car broke a couple of weeks ago, so he's been using my car to get to work. He did start his new job, which is going really, really well. But obviously he needs to be physically at his place of work. So I said, use my car because I can work from home. Checked it with the ladies I work with and they told me, yep, no problem, don't stress, perfectly fine. But obviously I have been stressed because I am an anxious person and I always feel like I'm letting someone down. So I've been dealing with a few things, that, I don't need to deal with because I know for a fact that the ladies I work with are perfectly fine with it. We have been tackling each part of this as quickly as possible to the point that Rob is now possibly getting his new car this weekend. So that's very exciting, and it means that I get my car back, which I am so excited about. I've missed my car so much. It's just ridiculous how much I've missed my car. Rob does keep telling me that he's been really enjoying driving her. She is, as one of my clients told me once, she's a little pocket rocket and she is extremely fun to drive. So I'm so excited to get her back, I can't tell you. And plus it just means that I've got that freedom to just hop in the car and go. I can go to the office. Life can resume as normal for me, which I'm really, really excited about. Unfortunately, I'm going to stress over things that are out of my control, and car has definitely been one of them. I do need to fix my car though, because she is currently screaming when at certain points, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's to do with the brakes and the caliper. They are sticking, so it means that when the wheel's moving, the car is screaming. But it doesn't happen all the time. It's actually quite rare that it happens now. So we need to change the brakes, change the calipers, and then it should all be good. But I think it's a common fault with the car that I've got, which wouldn't surprise me, really, because they're quite a quirky car, so there we go. But anyway, nothing like having a bit of fun, is it? But so that is happening this weekend. I'm really excited about. Plus, last weekend I was so happy because we did go to Donington Park. It is a racetrack circuit here in the UK for motorsport. It is my favourite, hands down, I've got to say, although Brands Hatch is pretty close, but Donington is definitely my favourite because it is where I started training as a marshal, and it's just such an amazing circuit. I won't go into too much because I know a lot of you here probably aren't interested in motorsport, but for me, that is a circuit that is just near and dear to my heart. And I think I told you all that, when did I tell you it? Might have been it was definitely in one of the videos last week, whether it was my month end wrap up or my podcast. One of those videos I did mention that we were going to the Historics at Donington, which is what we went to because it was the Historics that weekend. And that was also the first event that I properly marshalled. So I did put a picture in as well. So that was, managed to find it. I was very excited. So it was really nice to be back there. Plus, I got to see, one of my clients was actually racing. So I got to chat to him because I haven't seen him for ages. I never get to see him. I'll go and pick up paperwork, but I just never actually get to see him. So it was really nice to just catch up and have a good old chat with him. So that was nice. But yeah, oh, what an amazing weekend. And Rob and I keep saying we need to do more of a weekend because since the wonderful COVID, we haven't done as much as we used to. So hopefully we're going to start going out more and going to a lot more race events. In fact, we live right by a race circuit, so I don't know why we're not at events any more than we are. So yeah, well, anyway, you're not here for racing, you are here for the wonderful crafty content. So I am going to get stuck in after I have given you my little moment. Right, so the first item on my list today is updates. And the update that I have for you is that I have now got the Cotton Cut Puzzle Mystery Quilt Clue 4. So that means I can record my behind the scenes episode. So this will be, I didn't actually write down what episode. I think it's episode 4 now, because I think it goes in line with the clues from the mystery quilts. All right, the mystery quilt's just over here. So I will be recording that hopefully on Saturday, and that means that the video will be available for you all on Sunday. So that's, let me just double check the dates. Sunday, the 12th of May at 10 a.m. UK time. I'm very excited. I'm hoping that we're not too pulled back. I might have to put a community post in if that is delayed at any point, purely because we might be going to collect Rob's car on Saturday. But being as it's a vlog, I'll show you what I can of the day, and hopefully it won't take up too much time if we do go out. But if it does, it does, and we'll see how we go. But anyway, that is hopefully, as I say, going to be with you on Sunday. If not, I will post in the community tab any updates regarding that specific video and when to expect it, essentially. Okay, on to the next section, which is finished objects, and I am so excited because I have finally finished a work in progress, if you will, and I'm really excited to show you it because it's been just sitting around waiting to be finished for so long. It is high time I finished it, and I'm so happy that I have. So without further ado, the finished item that I have to show you today is Lois the Cormorant. So this is Lois, and Lois is the, oh my goodness, what bird are you? You are, I think you're number 9. So this is bird number 9 of the 12 Birds of Christmas by Kerry Lord of Toft. This is from the, what book is it from? It's not the 12 Birds of Christmas. It is Partridge. No, I've totally forgot the name of the book. That is terrible. But everything will be linked below. This is the 12th Bird of Christmas from Toft's book. Bear with me, actually. I'm going to go grab the book. Hang on. Do you know what? I should always go with my instinct, because the title of the book that I was going to say that I second guessed myself on was actually correct. It is A Partridge in a Pear Tree book. Crochet the 12 Birds of Christmas by Kerry Lord of Toft. And as you can see, there is Lois. Here she is, all done, really happy. And as I said, she is number 9. So I've only got three more birds left to do, but here she is. She can now go sit up with the rest of them up here. It's going to look so lovely when they're all there. I'm going to be so happy. But here she is. I'm really pleased that she is finished. She is gorgeous, and yeah, just really pleased. And as I say, I've only got 3 left to do now, so hopefully they're not going to take me as long. I mean, crocheting them in the first place doesn't take me too long. It's just actually getting around to sewing them up, which was the case, unfortunately, with Lois. So hopefully I can get working on them and actually sew them up in good time. So really pleased. And it's a finished object. So happy. So that's another one off the list. And there she is, Lois the Cormorant. Gorgeous. I really like her. I love her beak. It's just, that is a mean beak, isn't it? Gorgeous. Oh, so pleased. Right. That is the only finished object I have for you. So I'm just going to have a quick sip of my tea. Hang on. Now, although it's afternoon, what time is it for me? Oh, it's about 2 o'clock. Oh, I need to get a wiggle on. Although it's the afternoon, I'm still on decaf green because I just like the taste of decaf green. So what can I say? Okay, on to the next section, which is works in progress. I have a couple to show you. One of them, I'm excited. Well, I'm excited for them all of them really, actually. But one of them I am super excited because I've done a fair amount. And I've done a fair amount on this one, actually, that I'm about to show you. This is the absolutely gorgeous Sweet Shop Blanket by Laura Penrose. Excuse the ends, once again. I think that's all I'm going to be known for, isn't it? Just being so adverse to sewing in ends. Not a good thing to be known for. But anyway, this is the Sweet Shop Blanket by Laura Penrose. And it is just, I say this every time, it is such a wonderful pattern. It looks stunning. It's just gorgeous. And it is so much fun to make. It really, really is. So where I got to the last time I showed you, I think I was just working on this square down here. I have since completed that square and another 4. I really wanted to hammer some more out because I'm not even halfway on the blanket yet, and it's, let's see if I can show you. Oof, hang on. So it's currently, well, that's 5, but it's going to be 6 wide and it's 6 long as well. So if I get this like so, there we are. I think you can see I think you can see that, and I hope you can hear me. But this is the blanket. There is obviously an ends situation, but we're going to ignore that for now. The colours I am using, all these absolutely beautiful hand-dyed colours, are by the amazing Attic Spin Dye. And these are their Beatrix Potter subscription club that they did. I think I got it the first year that they did it, and then I think they reran it again last year. I think it's might just be coming to an end now. I could be mistaken, but it was just such a beautiful club. It was a 12-month subscription, and each month we got 100 grams of the colour inspired by a certain character or book, if you will. So for example, here is the colour inspired by Jemima Puddleduck. This one is inspired by Tom Kitten. Where is Peter? I'm always looking for Peter Rabbit, you know. Here's Peter Rabbit. So this one is the one inspired by Peter Rabbit. And honestly, the colours are just gorgeous. So I've got a little schematic on my tablet so that I keep track of all the colours. I want to make sure that I use them equally. There are 4 skeins that are actually 50 grams. So I'm dispersing those a little bit differently. But on the whole, I'm trying not to have too many too close to each other and similar colours too close. Although here I did kind of get 2 colours next to each other that are pretty close. And I think I did the same here as well. These 2 colours are quite close to each other. But that's fine because I'm trying to make it random, but equally I'm trying to strategically place things, but also have a sense of random to it. It's hard to explain, but that's what I'm trying to do. But this is the blanket so far. I'm holding fingering weight double, so technically it's DK. It's really soft and squishy. I love it. I love it so much. I'm also using sock yarn, so it's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. That goes for the hand-dyed yarn, and also for, this is undyed yarn from one of my suppliers. So that is what I'm doing with these neutral parts of the square, and it's just lovely. This would be a great blanket for advents. It would be great for scraps. They are just so much fun to make, and once you get the hang of it, you don't really need to refer to the pattern that much. The only issue, as I've said many a times, but this could just be a me issue because it seems to be me that has issues with ends, but there are a lot of ends. They look worse than they are because, as I say, I am holding fingering weight double. There is a spot here where I've sewn the ends in, which I'm really pleased about, but that's about it. So yeah, really need to get a wiggle on with sewing in those ends. Otherwise this is going to be a very languishing whip in terms of getting those ends sewn in. I might finish it and then it will just be covered in ends. So yeah, I do need to get a bit more strict with myself in terms of sewing them in. Other than that, beautiful blanket. I love these colours, and I said this many a time, in that I really wanted a project whereby each of these colours could sing for itself. And I think that this project is perfect for that, because the colours aren't technically next to each other, so they're not going to pull away from each other, and it just helps them shine all individually. And I just think it's gorgeous. It's just going to be the most cosy of blankets. Sorry, I keep knitting my hair into everything. It's really annoying. But yes, I love this blanket, and I do highly recommend it as a pattern. It's kind of a long-term whip. I would like to finish it this year and then have it for Christmas for cuddling under. I think that's going to be really, really nice if I can do that. But yeah, it's getting pretty big now, as you can see, and I'm not even halfway. Yes, I went for the biggest size because I am... That's just me. I thought I'm going to have a giant blanket. That was just my thought. But yeah, absolutely love this blanket, and I do highly recommend it. It is a fantastic pattern. The Sweet Shop Blanket by Laura Penrose. Right, on to the next item. Now, this one has been... I don't want to say paused, because I do love it. Every time I pick it up, I love it. But I think because it is such a big project, I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it is. I don't know why I didn't think it was going to be as big as it is, because you can clearly see how big it is in the pattern. It is a very, very fun project, but as I say, my attention has been drawn to new and shiny things, really. But I have managed to put in a few more rows on this, so it's going to be one of those similar to the Sweet Shop Blanket, whereby I'll pick it up every so often and just do a few rows here and there, which is kind of what I expected from it, to be honest. It's, I wouldn't say monotonous, but I think, how do you explain this? I love the project, I love the yarn, but new things have happened. I think that's the best way I can explain it. And for those who know me, I am very much a shiny object person. As soon as something new and shiny comes along, all that excitement just pulls out of me, and I pour all my energy into the new things. And then all the things tend to get swept to the side a little bit. That's probably why Lois wasn't completed as quickly as she should have been. But either way, I love this project, and I'm just really wanting to plough ahead with it. I think as well, actually, no, I'll tell you for why. It's because my bedtime knitting has changed. This used to be my bedtime knitting, but now I am knitting something else when I am reading in bed and knitting. So yeah, that's probably why it's not being touched as often as it should be, but I will be making a conscious effort to change that. So the next work in progress, I think you've just seen it, is my gorgeous April Snow Wrap by Andreas Ruthman. As I've said, this project is absolutely gorgeous, and this project is such an interesting one for me because it basically had two new techniques. I'm just scooching a little closer. It has two new techniques that I've not done before, and they are, the first one is assigned pooling. So with the assigned pooling, wherever the yarn changes colour, I am simply changing the nature of the stitch. So as you can see, where the body of the wrap is in garter stitch, but wherever the stitch changes colour, it actually changes into stockinette stitch. So it's really clever, and it just creates this really lovely effect and this really lovely texture. The second technique that I was new to was in this section here. So this is actually using two different, sorry, it's the needles banging against the tripod. So this is actually holding two different yarns, and what happens is, from one, you have both yarns on one side, you'll knit or purl a row, then you'll move all the needles, everything back, so you can start again from this side, you pick up the other yarn, and then you work another row back, so both yarns are on this side, then you turn your work, and then you do the same going back. So it creates this really lovely striping technique, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's just really, really nice. I'm looking forward, because what's going to happen actually, let me just quickly tell you, once I've done about halfway, I think, yeah, I can't remember how much yarn I need to use, but there's a specific amount of yarn I need to use for this section. Once I've done that, I will then go back to another section of this, and then I will do the reverse of this bit here. So I'm not that far off actually. I'm probably coming up to halfway. I say not that far off. I think I'm coming up to kind of halfway now. Would that be right? Yeah, I think that's about right. So, you know, it's coming along, but I need to get more of a wiggle on because I really want to finish this. Although it is getting warmer now. And that's another reason why I've switched to my other project, which we'll get to in a moment. But if I show you my little leaf, that was where I got to the last time I showed you. So I've done a couple of rows, probably about an inch, maybe an inch and a half of knitting. And it's gorgeous. I really, really love this. I love the colours, the yarn. It's just fantastic. So this is using non-superwash yarn by Zakami. Yarn is fingering weight. I believe it's 100% merino. And this colour here, the colour pooling yarn, this is called cinnamon. No, it's not. It's called Portable Campfire. My apologies. Portable Campfire is this colour, the grey with the beautiful brown speckles. I say speckles, colour pooling. And then the other colour that is being held here, so it's sort of, if I show you the edge, that sort of solid colour, that sort of solid brown, that is called Cinnamon Stone. It was a kit that I bought off Zakami Yarn's website, and it's just, that's how I found out about this project. I saw the pattern and on Zakami Yarn's website alongside the kit, and I just thought, yes, I'm doing it. So that is where I'm at with it, and that is what this pattern is. This is the April Snow Wrap by Andreas Ruthven. It's just fantastic. I do love it, but as I say, I don't give it as much love as it deserves at the minute. So I really need to make this more of a priority. I do. Okay, on to the project that has been taking up a lot of my time. I say a lot and I still haven't done a massive amount, but it has been taking up a lot of my time because I really enjoy the project for one, and for another, I really want to wear it because the sun is getting very hot these days, and that's what I'm making this project for, so that I can wear it in summer. So that's my plan. So I'm just checking my ball bands. I think I'm missing one, which is really annoying. Am I missing one? I am. That's really, really annoying. Yep, it's not here, is it? I thought it would be, but I didn't check because Never mind. I think I remember the name of the colourway, and if you do want to double check the yarn, please check back in last week's podcast, so that's episode 52, and I will have shown both the ball bands for this project. I only have the one here, and I don't know why that is. I don't know where the other one is, but that is the situation. Anyway, on to the project. So the project is the absolutely gorgeous, hang on, let me get rid of all the ends. This is the Plumeria Tank by or along avec Anna, and it's absolutely beautiful. If I show you this, it is a stripy vest top with a really nice rib at the top. It also has very, very large holes for where your arms go, and it's basically a deep sleeve. Is that the right word? Deep sleeve vest top. I'm not sure that's the right word, but anyway, it's absolutely gorgeous. There is very slight short row shaping around here so that the back will sit higher than the front. There you are. It's very, very lovely. And yeah, the last time you saw this, I had finished the front to the bottom of the armhole, and then I was just working on the back. So that is where I got to. And then I have since managed to get to where I am now, and I am also now joined in the round. So it's just coming along so nicely. I'm really, really pleased with it. I can straighten it out a bit. Unfortunately, I can't stretch it out because and I can't put it on because obviously the needles are where they are, but if I hold that out you can kind of see what's going on. So all I need to do is keep knitting the body until it's long enough, and then there's a ribbing to go at the bottom of the body, and then I'll need to pick up stitches on the sleeves, so on the armholes if you will, and then I just need to knit a rib for the armholes. Now the armholes are extremely deep, which is fine, I knew that going in. I will need to try it on, I think, before I knit the ribbing, just to get a little feel for how deep I want to make the ribbing, because I get the feeling I might want to make the ribbing a little bit deeper than the pattern states, but I'm not sure yet because that is a very large hole. I did know it was going to be a deep hole, but yeah, that is quite big. But we shall see, and I love it. I love the colours. I'm really, really pleased with them. The pattern has been so much fun to knit. I really, really am enjoying it. It's beautiful. The yarn I'm using is by Along Avec Anna as well, and it is the double merino. Here we are, by Along Avec Anna. This lovely greenish colour is called Celadon. It is 100% superwash merino. Now this lovely grey colour, I believe, is called Louvre. I think it's called Louvre. But as I say, please double check my last week's podcast just in case you are curious what this colour is. I will show it in the next episode that I show this, but obviously I have already edited this once with having to go and fetch something. I didn't want to have to go fetch anything else. Just double check that is, yeah, that's Celadon. I can't believe that the other band is not in here. I must have thrown it away. I don't know why I would have done that, but that does appear to be the case, which is really bizarre. But anyway, I've got wool in my nose as always. But anyway, that is how far I'm on it at the minute, and I'm really looking forward to wearing this because I think it's gorgeous. I think the colours are fantastic, and I think it would just look really, really nice. So I'm really excited. I love it. But yes, this is the Plumeria Tank Top by Along Avec Anna. Right, now we are on to, oh my goodness, bear with me. My apologies. It wouldn't be a video of mine, would it, without a pause to sort out the mohair in my nose. So, we're sorted now, it's all good. So we are on to the next section, which is cast-ons, and I don't have any cast-ons this week. I was very, very close to casting on the next bird of Christmas, but I decided against it purely because, well, yeah, I shouldn't really cast it on because I am still working on another bird by Toft, which is the frizzle chicken, Calypso the frizzle chicken, which was their crochet along from 2 weeks ago, was it now? I think it finished 2 weeks ago. We're still not friends. We're just not. So yeah, I should really finish that one before I get stuck into the next bird of Christmas. That would be the sensible thing to do, but that is also why I stopped myself from casting on the next bird of Christmas. What is the next bird of Christmas? It is, it's Agnes the Heron is the next one. I think that's why I really want to cast it on, because I love herons. But yeah, no cast-ons this week. Okay, on to the final section for today, and that is acquisitions. I do have a very, very cheeky one this week. It was going to be a no purchase week this week, but I have been watching YouTube and I got heavily inspired by the absolutely wonderful Amanda of Crafting with Shutter Monkey. Please check out Amanda's channel. I love her channel. I have linked her below. She's absolutely fantastic, joy to watch, and she makes some absolutely stunning projects. She also designs socks, which I would love to make, and I would also love to test for her, but I cannot knit socks as quick as she can, so sadly I have to resist. Yeah, I wish I could knit them that fast, Amanda. You are incredible. But anyway, I've watched her recent episode and I got, as I say, heavily inspired to purchase this. As soon as I saw it, I thought, I cannot go another day without purchasing this book. I had no idea it existed, so I'm just so excited, and it is here, I'm ready to show you. So thank you, Amanda, for enabling me and for introducing me to this being a thing, because I had no idea. So without further ado, I have purchased this lovely book. This is Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, the official knitting guide to Halloween Town and Christmas Town. Look at this. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. I absolutely adore it. And if you were with me over Christmas this year, last Christmas, Vlogmas 2023, you will have seen that I got a really nice Nightmare Before Christmas jumper. It's one of my favourites. But yeah, I could not believe that this was a thing and that I missed it. I don't even know when it was released. Does it even have a release date? I'm not sure it does. I can't see it because I'm not really looking very hard, but I'm sure I just missed it and I have no idea how. But I mean, this for one, really, as soon as I saw this on the front cover when Amanda was showing it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need this in my life. It is just wonderful. And then there's lots of Christmas or Halloween decorations, whichever you'd like, some little Halloween baubles. And then if I show you on the back, this had me as soon as I saw it. This here, the mare's faces on gloves. It's just, I need to make them. They are just, oh, so wonderful. Obviously Jack is just wonderful. You've got him in his Santa suit there, and then you've also got him in his normal suit. This wrap is absolutely stunning. It's a Sally inspired wrap. There is also Sally socks, which I just thought were fantastic. There is also another thing that I've seen that I really, really want to make. No, that won't spoil anything, but check this out. How good is this? They've got frog's breath, knitted frog's breath. Oh my gosh, they look so in keeping with the film. Can you feel my excitement right now? I'm just over the moon. Amanda, thank you. Thank you so much. How did I miss this? It's ridiculous, but hang on, I'm trying to find my favourite piece. Here we go. Again, I don't think this will spoil anything. This is just all the information on what you need. But this sweater, oh, can we feel my next Christmas or Halloween sweater? It's here. It's right here. But oh my goodness, if you are a fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, this book, check it out. It is just unreal. I was not expecting it to be as good as it is. There are some serious patterns in here that I have to make. I'm just, I'm so happy. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much. I'm sure that wasn't your intention in showing your acquisition, but I had to follow suit. But yes, please, as I said previously, please check out Crafting with Shuttermonkey, linked below. She's absolutely amazing. I love her channel, and yes, she has very heavily enabled me this week. So I am just over the moon. I think my face says it all. I am so happy about this book. Anyway, I am going to leave it there. I've got, oh actually, what time is it? Yes, I've got a business coaching meeting in about half an hour, so I need to get myself sorted. But yes, it is, yes, behind the scenes, I'm hoping to get that to you on Sunday. If not, please check my community tab and I will have updates regarding when that's going to be coming. If I'm unable to make it, if I'm unable to film it, I should say, for any reason on the Saturday, I will be letting you know in the community tab. That being said, I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of the day. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in my next